This is the SIHOO M18 Ergonomic office chair, and this video is my honest take after using it every workday. I spend most of my day at a desk, so I'm picky about chairs. I wanted strong lower back support without a racing-style look, and I was curious whether the firm W-shaped seat would help or bug me. I also had doubts about the big and tall label because a lot of chairs use that tag loosely. After putting real hours in this chair, I've got a clear sense of what it does well and what it doesn't. Key features that stood out to me right away are the mesh back, the four-way lumbar support, the cushioned seat with a W contour, a 2D headrest, 2D height-only armrests, a tilt that goes back to around 126 degrees with a tension knob, and a sturdy base with a gas lift rated to about 330 pounds. The back frame is plastic over a steel core. The base feels heavy, and the mesh is a smooth polyester that lets air pass through. The seat is a dense foam covered with mesh, not a full mesh hammock. The idea is to blend breathability with a more traditional cushion. In my opinion, that choice is the defining trait of the M18. If you prefer a soft, plush cushion, this isn't it. If you like a firmer, posture-driven feel, this is closer to what you want. From my experience, the lumbar system is the star. It moves up and down roughly 2 inches and also pushes in and out about 1.5 inches, so I can dial in pressure exactly where my lower back needs it. That's unusual at this price. Once I set it near my belt line and brought it forward a bit, my slouchy habits were kept in check without feeling like a hard ridge. It works whether I'm upright typing or slightly reclined reading. For anyone who's never used a lumbar that adjusts in both directions, the benefit is simple. Up-down targets the right part of your spine. Forward-back controls how much push you feel. It's easy to understand and hard to give up once you've had it. The recline has 3 lock positions and a tension knob. If you're new to this, the tension knob changes how much force you need to lean back. Crank it up for more resistance if you're heavier or prefer a firmer lean. Mine arrived a bit stiff, and the knob took a few tries to loosen up, but once set, the motion is smooth. The headrest slides up and down and pivots, which is what most people mean by 2D. When I tilt back, it catches the base of my head nicely, and the curved shape keeps my neck relaxed. Upright, I don't always use it, but when I lean back, it's genuinely helpful. The seat is where opinions split. I'm 5'11" and about 185 pounds, and the fixed seat depth feels fine to me, though I can see taller users wanting more thigh support. The depth is about 17.9 inches, so if you're over 6'2", your knees might float a bit. The foam is firm. During the first week, I wondered if it would soften too much or just stay hard. It broke in slightly but stayed supportive, more like a firm mattress than a plush couch. The W contour is meant to cradle your hips and keep your legs centered. On long days, I felt solid support without sinking. If you want a cushy sink-in seat, you won't get that here. If you like a chair that encourages neutral posture and even weight distribution, this will make sense. Now the armrests, they only adjust up and down. No forward back, no pivot, no width adjustment. The top caps are hard plastic with a slight scoop, not soft pads. I can make them work by raising them to meet my elbows and keeping my shoulders relaxed, but when I'm typing for hours, I miss the ability to bring them forward or angle them in. I eventually added inexpensive gel pads, and that solved the hardness. It didn't fix the lack of movement, though. If you rely on precise arm positioning, this is a limitation you'll notice. The casters were the most disappointing stock part. They're PU wheels, which should be friendly to hard floors, but mine felt sticky and resisted turning. I swapped them for aftermarket rollerblade-style casters for about $20, and mobility instantly improved. If you have carpet or you roll around a lot, I'd plan for that upgrade. The base and gas lift themselves feel solid. I like that it doesn't creak when I lean back, and the whole chair sits with a grounded feel. The listed weight is around 38 pounds, and it has that reassuring heft when you move it. Assembly was straightforward but not perfect. I did it solo in under half an hour. The instructions are clear enough, the tools are included, but popping the wheels into the base took real force, and a couple of screw holes needed a little persuasion to line up. Nothing crazy, just mildly annoying. After a few months, I did notice a faint squeak from the back area. A quick tighten on the armrest screws and a touch of silicone spray on the moving joints sorted it out. That kind of small upkeep doesn't bother me, but it's worth knowing. Structurally, it's been rock solid. No wobble, no sag on comfort across a full day. I stay cooler than I did on leather or foam-heavy chairs. The mesh back genuinely breathes, which helps in the afternoon. The seat stays firm but hasn't felt punishing. I do stand up a few times a day and stretch, which I'd suggest with any chair. The height range is modest, On my setup, I land around 18 to a little over 21 inches from the floor to the top of the seat, which works with a standard 29-30-inch desk. If you're very short, you may want a footrest. If you're very tall, the headrest might sit a touch low, and the fixed seat depth might feel short. It's perfect for someone who values adjustable lower back support, likes a firm seat that encourages posture, and wants a clean, professional look without flashy styling. The chair fits best for average to slightly above average body sizes, and it's sturdy enough for heavier users within its 330-pound capacity. If you're sensitive to hard armrests or need advanced armrest movement for keyboard and mouse work, plan on add-on pads or consider a model with 3D or 4D arms. If you love soft cushions, this won't scratch that itch. I'd recommend this for anyone who's battling lower back discomfort and wants real control over where the lumbar hits and how strong it feels. From my experience, that's the single biggest value of the M18. The trade-offs are clear: limited armrest adjustability, a firm seat that won't please everyone, and stock wheels that are just not good. The good news is that the wheels are a cheap fix and armrest pads are an easy add. The bad news is the seat depth is fixed, so if that's a deal breaker for your height, no adjustment will solve it. In my opinion, the SIHOO M18 earns its keep as a dependable posture-focused chair with standout lumbar tuning and a sturdy frame. It's not a luxury throne, and it's not pretending to be one. It's more of a tool that does one critical job, lower back support, really well, while asking you to accept or tweak a few budget parts. In conclusion, if your priority is a breathable back with precise lumbar control, and you're okay with a firm cushion and basic armrests, the M18 is a strong pick, especially if you don't mind swapping the wheels. If you want plush comfort or you need seat depth and multi-directional arm adjustments, I'd look elsewhere. I'm keeping mine because my back likes it, and after a couple of small upgrades, it fits my desk routine. You can view detailed information about the SIHOO M18 Ergonomic office chair in the comments section. Thank you for watching.